and we will unmute both of us. And Konnichiwa01 is the first person in the stream. Yes.
Genki desu ka? That means how are you
Oh, okay.
in Japanese.
Very
I picked
nice.
up a little bit living there for a while.
Oh, very nice, very nice. I picked up a little bit from animes I've watched. That's about it.
That's actually the best, though. That's actually the best way to learn.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to start everything off here real quick. Welcome back to another episode of My Hero Market Monday, Week 6, hosted by your boy, Slim Gem. And we have a guest today from the Discord, Neokorros. Go ahead and give yourself maybe a little introduction to everyone. I'm just going to post the stream on Facebook and the Discord real quick, so go ahead and the floor is yours.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to be here. Very, very excited to talk about Market Monday, My Hero Academia stuff with Slim Jim. Me personally, I love the collecting aspect of the game and the markets. I've been playing forever. I have all sorts of games. Started with Magic in the 90s and Yu-Gi-Oh! Early 2000s. And had some kids after that. Took a break from games for a little bit, and My Hero brought me back.
Very nice.
Market stuff is always fun to talk about for me as a collector.
Awesome. Well, very excited this week. All super pumped to have you. Excited to be able to bounce some ideas, things going on in the community, and just overall having another one there to talk with. So we're gonna start things off, and we'll mention it now. We'll mention it a little bit later, and of course, we're gonna do it at the end. We are gonna be doing a giveaway in today's stream. So if you are sticking until the end of the stream, you will be able to participate in a giveaway to win 4 random XRs from Neokorros. Very generous of him. Very cool. He wanted to do it. Super psyched about it. And yeah, so thank you for that. And heck, I might participate.
Yeah, you should. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So first thing we're gonna all do is, of course, go to the classic. Boom. TCG player, because that's where it all happens all the time. That's where all the magic happens for this channel, is on TCG player.
I check eBay sometimes too, just to see what that crowd is still interested in.
Yes, eBay is definitely always a solid choice as well. I enjoy eBay a lot. But yeah,
What might happen there?
yeah. What's up, Arca Legos? Yep, we have just got Neokorros here. He's chatting away, and I'm excited. So I'm just rambling on. I just had a crazy meeting, exciting meeting. I got some cool things happening in the future. I should have more info about that next week. And Neokorros has some really cool things going on in his future as well. And I'm sure we will talk about that here in about 10 minutes probably. Just so we can, once there's a couple more people here, we can let you talk about what you got going on as well. That, if you want to, of course.
Sure thing. You just give the word, boss man. Whenever we get there.
I gotcha. Okay. So back to the market today. We got the highs to low prices. As we always do, we always want to review what's going on TCG Player, kind of basically because it is essentially the market for cards currently. And we are going to bring up eBay, as Neokorros discussed, for one specific reason today, and that is to look up a graded card that sold. I believe it was a Nitro Explosion number 9, and I believe it sold for 430. I think is what it was.
You beat me to that then. I haven't checked yet today.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, so super exciting about that. It's just cool little information. And Neo, what are you looking at on the high to low right now for TCG Player? When you look at TCG Player, what do you go to? You know, what are you looking for on your local website, whatever it's called?
Look at generally course prices and how much they've fluctuated, and then if we actually wanted to dive in and look at a couple of the how many were bought and why, if we're able to give the why. Sometimes we can because we see what's going on in the Discord. And for those watching, if you're not a part of the My Hero Discord, get on it. It's awesome. But yeah, looking at that and also how many listings. Sometimes like if there's like 100 listings of something, it's probably not moving maybe too much at the right now.
Yeah. For sure.
What I love a lot about your stream is that you're talking about future things as well. So when we have a new set coming out and whatnot, and lots of things in the future. So, cards in the past will all of a sudden become more valuable, and that's where your thinking on it and the skills that you've developed on it.
Yeah.
Help all of us understand that.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to some of the spec market. I know we're going to be talking about later. But right now, looking under the best-selling thing, actually, I'm sure you can see it now, but if you haven't seen it already, what do you think is going to be the best-selling product currently, and why?
Well, I don't think we can ignore the one for all 5%, full cowling. That thing has jumped double this week alone.
Yeah, let's check it out. Woo, baby! Let's look at this sales history, guys. Oh my! Look how many were bought in this last week. And just a reminder, last week and the week before, did I not call this card out and say this card's going to go up in price because of the new Midoriya? And check it out. Look how many were bought since then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, 20 at least. And look at that price increase, man. You're right. I mean, the newest one, we just had 4 bought yesterday for almost $50 a piece. That's absolutely insane. And we look at what's sitting right now, $60. So you actually showed me it, and the price of 5% full cowling has gone up into almost double. How do you think this would affect the XSR version, if at all?
Well, I think they're both only going to continue to go up. XSRs, especially because of the collection value, and this is set number 1. It came to NA first, North America first. So that's a definite. If you're a collector like myself and you're looking for one or a couple cards that's like this is the one you buy and get graded and keep, that's one of them right there. The second one, the SR, the regular version, exactly like Slim said, he's been talking about it for weeks, not more than 1 week. He's cutting himself short on there, saying this card, you get it now. And sure enough, like as each day goes by, I'm like, he's telling everybody it's just gonna keep going up. You can't wait. And it's rarer than people think.
All right, yeah, man. I know SRs are a 1 in 3 1 in 3 per box. That's the average. So you're essentially, if you buy a case, you should get at least 1 secret rare, 1 of each kind. Statistically speaking. Obviously, you could get 0. You could get more than that. I don't really understand it, but that's how the odds work. So. But when you go to the XSRs, okay, so based on
only 2 listings.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh,
so
yeah,
there's no
yeah.
supply.
Yeah, let's go over to the XSR version, and it's actually still on the best-selling. That's the high to low. Did I lose my best-selling? I lost my best-selling.
The XSRs are even more crazy rare. And to a quick note, I had heard also, and it may have been, I'm not sure, but like you said, it's usually at least 1 per 3 boxes.
Yep.
But I have seen reports where somebody actually, only got 1 per case for 1 whole case. So
really?
Maybe that wasn't.
Wow.
Maybe it was an anomaly. And that was SR. That's not actually the XSR, which is, you don't even know what you're gonna get with that.
Yeah.
The rumor was there was only 800 of each XR. But that's if you're counting if it's actually out all into the open. Imagine
Correct.
How many packs and cases are not open?
And I can tell you right here. I mean, we got there's 5 listings, for cases right here, you know. Oh well, look, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cases are sitting on TCG Player right now. So how many of those could have an XSR? You know, there's essentially 2, 4, 6 times. What did I just say? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11
Dude,
cases.
that's still
22
a good
secret rares,
price
you know.
for first edition.
Oh
Yeah, the
yeah.
500s. Like that's
Well,
just
that's
imagine
it.
if you even
That's
look at
600.
eBay. What it was it? The last Midoriya graded one, it was like 700 and something dollars.
Yep, yep. Hey Straws, hey Paul. Yeah, the last one graded. Let's go check out eBay. We're talking about it, guys. Let's go give it a check here. Uh,
Imagine buying an entire case and then your one Midoriya XSR pays for your whole case, and you have all the rest. Like that's actually reality for these people who are, taking the time to get them graded, which generally can take a couple months sometimes. I think last year it was worse. PSA had very long turnaround times, but I believe as of last week they got it down to about 2 months.
oh, that's really good.
Now.
That's really
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so if we got over on eBay here, it still looks like the last graded 10 full cowling XSR is still at 800. Well, that was the last one sold. It looks like we have a raw one that sold for 205 on eBay. I mean,
Yeah.
that pays for half a case essentially. If you pull one XSR, you just paid half your case off. And now that the prices are even double what they were last week, essentially, I mean these XSRs are only going to go up in price because they're first edition. I'm telling you, once
Exactly.
Unlimited is out, once Unlimited is available to everyone and people start opening those Unlimited cases up, you might see the price dip down a little bit. But again, it's gonna bounce right back up once people are like, I want the first edition one. And you know, these other countries that don't have the My Hero product yet, they're definitely gonna go for that first edition product. So it's definitely hitting hard right now, and it's nice to see. Has Unlimited hit stores yet?
Well, let's
Oh,
actually also
yeah.
look at instead of sold listings on eBay,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
see if anybody's actually got any tens for sale.
Oh yeah.
Like
Let's see.
10 graded tens.
Yeah. Let's go graded. Let's see if we got any graded. No, raw. There's a 9.5 for 580. There's what is that? What? Oh, that's just a normal one. Uh,
Does that one say 20,000? It does.
it does say 20,000. Okay.
He's about 10 years into the future.
Yeah.
But I like the I like
10.
the
That.
enthusiasm.
Oh, I think that's like 20 years into the future. How long has Pokemon been around, and how many cards are worth $20,000? Yeah. Okay,
Well,
he's a bit ahead of the game there, folks.
I think so as well, but maybe not as much as we think. Because I think right now we look at, okay, cards from the Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, like, way late 90s and early 2000s. LOB for Yu-Gi-Oh! Was what, maybe 2001, if somebody wants to correct me. But yeah, those cards are crazy in price, but this whole everybody, having to be home a lot more the past couple years has really driven up the collectible market, and even a lot of investment firms are now deciding to get into collectibles because of the resiliency of holding its value. So it really doesn't matter what country you live in and what currency you have, it's still going to retain value because it's rare and collectible. It's great.
Yep. Yeah, I was actually just talking today with a Jasco employee about how I personally feel about the game, and how I think the card value can just astronomically skyrocket. Maybe not in the next couple months, but in just a year, I think we're gonna see these base set first edition prices just change drastically, even more than some already have. And we do have a graded one here on eBay, as you were asking, and they're trying to get 800 for it, a Gemet 10, which is pretty neat. Um, it's solid. They're asking what it sold for in December, and honestly, with the prices of raw ones now, I think 800 is a pretty good deal. Honestly, I
think it's right at it. Yeah, I think that's appropriate for a PSA 10. And
Yeah.
for those who aren't super familiar with grading, PSA costs more than say SGC or BBC or BGC is what they're called. Um, and they're all good. Like SGC, PCA, and BGC are considered like the top three, but PSA is more expensive. So generally, you might have a higher cost when you see a PSA 10, just because it was already costed the customer more just to get it graded in general.
Yeah, for sure. And if we want, we can actually go to PSA Card's website here, go to the population report, and look up the My Hero Academia card game here. We got 2021 universes. And you can see there's only 18 total graded cards, but like you compare that to UFS in general and how many cards there are graded in general, there just aren't that many. Like this game just has so much more potential, and people are caring about it. They're collecting it. They want to partake in it. So people are getting the cards graded.
Yeah.
So
Some people out there, not everybody, but a little tiny amount of people are sleeping on how awesome My Hero Academia, the anime, and the card game is. They know it and they know it's a great anime, but how big it is in the world. Almost every country in the entire world that has access to internet is My Hero is big and popular. The audiences are everywhere.
And here it was, by the way, the PSA 9 Nitro Explosion sold on TCG Player for $450, the XSR. It wasn't on eBay, it was on TCG Player. So right there, I mean, that's proof people want this stuff. There are collectors. I mean, I got mine graded, but this was someone else buying the collecting piece. That wasn't their own thing. So right there, PSA 9 for $450 just sold, and guess what? There's only two PSA 9 Nitro Explosions. The other one is right not there. The other one is right here. This is the only other PSA 9 one right here.
Nice.
So, there's only two of them, you know, it's a low pop. On the other hand, we got 11 of these guys at PSA 10, which isn't a big deal when you consider how many are graded on PSA. We have 12 total full Cowling Strikes graded, and with how many there are in circulation, technically, like, I think it's 766 total in circulation. You're looking at a minuscule amount of percentage of the card actually being graded. And the longer people sit on those cards getting graded, the less chance they have at getting a 10, because even if stuff sits in protectors all its life, it still can get humidity, it can still acquire damage. So that's why I feel like it's so important to get some of these cards graded as a collector sooner than later. I don't know if you have any thoughts on grading, or if you have any experience actually with it.
Yeah, I do. I've had quite a few cards graded. And I will say that if you find a Gem Mint 10, they are usually, when you look at a card fresh out of a pack, like that's usually a 9. Because yes, it's in perfect fresh condition, but that doesn't mean all the framing of the borders or that the printer did everything perfect on the entire card, because any of those types of things can drop a grade down in a heartbeat. I mean, and they use electronic microscopes and everything for this kind of stuff. So it's not like some dude who just cracks your case open and is like, yeah, it looks good to me. You know, they're truly going under it with software and electronic microscopes and all sorts of stuff, looking for anything to downgrade it. So if you find a 10, woo,
Yeah.
you better grab it, in my opinion.
Yeah. And just actually out of retrospect, or not out of retrospect, but to further reiterate it, this card was pulled on a stream. I can go pull up the stream. It was pulled. Show you the card was pulled. Immediately put into a protector, and it's still only graded a 9.
Which is considered mint as well.
Oh yes, it's still a good card, but
Yep.
I'm just saying it just because the card is brand new out of a pack doesn't mean you're gonna get the 10. So that's why I'm big on, like, if it looks like a 10, get it graded.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
If you have cards that you want to get graded, feel free to reach out to Slam or myself in Discord or whatever if you need some advice. Because a lot of people, they were like, oh, I got some old cards. There are on PSA and SGC's websites some criteria that you can go over to give yourself a better idea of, should I even mail this in? You know, for instance, if you got a great football or baseball card or hockey card from way back in the day, or Yu-Gi-Oh or something like that, old, or Magic, even just having the centering of the frame of the card off is an automatic deduction. Like, it's impossible to get a Gem Mint 10 if the framing is just a little bit off from the printer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I reiterate that to say Gem Mint 10s are extremely valuable.
Exactly. And we just was it today it sold? 3 days ago. Again, sorry, I just want to harp on this CGC thing a little more, and then we'll move on. Not CGC, PSA. I just want to harp again. A PSA 9 Nitro Explosion just sold for $450, and when it comes to comic books, a 9.8 comic book is considered like best of the best. There are 9.9s, there are 10s. Hard to come by, but they are there. But the price, the next lowest grade under a 9.8 in the comic realm is a 9.6. And the price difference between a 9.6 and a 9.8 is generally double to more of the price of the card. So, and that's a general thing with actually most graded. You can look at graded video games. The highest grade compared to the grade right under it is almost double price and value on anything graded. So I mean, you're looking at a Nitro Explosion 9 selling for $450. Guess what? These Nitro Explosion 10s that there are only 3 of, those are all probably worth, based off of that, $900 to $1,100 a piece. So,
You know what a good, not analogy, but a good example of just even a few years ago for people to see that there's no place for these values to go but up is look at Dragon Ball. My Hero is more popular than Dragon Ball for the newer generations. So for myself, who's a little bit older than the youngest, I know all about Dragon Ball. I grew up on it. So, but that's not so for everybody now. My Hero is the one that's more pushed out in general. So if you look at Dragon Ball, I'm just on eBay first. Of sold listings, I believe it's called Son Goku the Awakened.
I can pull it up for us.
These prices. Yeah, actually, if you. Yeah.
Actually, the first one.
Yeah, this is it's crazy.
PSA 9.
Yeah, look up even PSA 10 on for that, and then under sold listings, I'm at. Oh, that one has an autograph on it. This one, DBS Dragon Ball Super TCG Son Goku PSA 10 4,500. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yep, we got February 9th as well, and a couple February 9th sold for $3,000. And the reason we're bringing Dragon Ball up right now is because of the potential this game has. Dragon Ball Z is a very popular anime, one of the most popular animes of all time, and My Hero Academia is becoming now one of the most popular animes of all time, and it still has, I think, at least 6 more seasons before it's officially over. I know the manga's not even done, if I'm correct, right? I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure the manga's not finished. So there's still,
sure about the manga.
There's not infinite. There is a lot of potential for this game. And this is the most expensive Dragon Ball card, but you're looking at the most expensive Dragon Ball card going for grands right now, And we are in the first year of My Hero Academia, and the XSRs are essentially already at a third of that price at PSA 10. So the potential for the potential for the cards for these XSRs and getting graded is just astronomically different. So
yeah, and I bring that up only just as an example, and I think My Hero will be even more. So take the best card in, this DBS set, because it's Dragon Ball Super for this particular one. In My Hero Academia, which I believe is bigger, especially worldwide now for the younger audiences especially. But that's get your XSRs, man. Listen to Slem.
Telling you, the XSRs are where it's at, man.
And then don't, in a year or two from now, when they're double, triple, quadruple the price, just like those are, then you'll be able to look back and be like, man, I should have listened.
Yeah, I'm glad I got some when I did. I wanted to have a playset graded of each of them, but now the prices are already just a little too much for me to want to buy them, So it's already hit, honestly. So I think we definitely hit the PSA, the grading pretty well. Since there are a couple more people in the chat now, I want to reiterate We are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream where Neokorros is actually very generously doing it. He's going to be giving away 4 XR cards, and we'll cover a little bit more. But if you stick to the end of the stream, you have a chance of course, winning the giveaway. So just wanted to reiterate that. And the next thing I wanted to go to, which is always on the best-selling page and normally always number 1, is, of course, the booster boxes for first edition. And as you can see, the price is always steadily rising because guess what? It's not printed anymore. And from information I have learned today, I will let Neo talk more about it, but I believe Unlimited is all sold out and printed as well, in a sense.
Yep. It appears to be so. Through a couple official conversations of sorts, if you want to call it that, people who know all the info, is that Unlimited is
not me.
If you're a store and you called right now, they ain't got nothing for it. You know, you can't even buy it if you're a store or a person or anything, and you want to call a distributor. Apparently, nobody has it. And I don't know if you wanted to touch on the GameStop.
Well, I'm gonna bring up GameStop there. Yep. I'll bring up the GameStop real quick, just since we talked about it. But you can go to GameStop's website right now, and this is just a screenshot of the MHA product. But they have the MHA product, and its expected date is tomorrow, and it is all unlimited. So, are they gonna have it? I'm not exactly sure. We can hope, but Unlimited is basically out and about. I've seen a couple people in the chat talk about it as well. That Unlimited is out and about. So really cool that GameStop's involved as well. And we could be seeing it today.
Collector things too.
Yeah.
I already want to get one of each one just to keep,
Yeah, I agree. The blister packs are pretty cool. So definitely am probably going to just pick up one of each just for the heck of it, just a little wall thing. I actually went into GameStop today as well, Ark, and Neo also went into his GameStop, and I checked, and I was told a negatory. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm in Stafford, Virginia, and I went to ours here, and the manager happened to be there and went into their database and did confirm that they indeed did buy it and that it should be there tomorrow. They're expecting the shipment tomorrow.
That's awesome.
So that all is real.
Yep.
So if people, I think, are wondering, maybe, and don't quote me on any of this because I don't know for sure, this is just a guess, but if, some reason the store is all out or whatever, I'm sure GameStop is the one getting a lot of shipments. So maybe that's why some of the amount of product is not in our LGSs, which we would love because we love our LGSs and everybody should support them. But that may be what happened. Some of it is at GameStop, so we'll see. We don't know for sure, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I just went to GameStop's site real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But again, let's go back to the booster boxes here. It looks like in the last week, so we've been having a pretty constant 30 sold every week. This last week we were pretty weak on TCG Player, not going to lie. Looks like only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total boxes were sold, but they were all sold for 100 piece, which is quite a significant increase from the original price of these boxes. So keep that in mind. The prices of these are not going down. They will go up, and there's only one page of sellers left. And so, okay, this is new. Sorry, that one just caught me off guard. I didn't realize someone is selling these boxes for $750 a piece now. We used to all laugh at the... I know, we all used to laugh at the $200 one. But, now this $200 is becoming more of a reality. Faster than I thought. Way faster than I thought. And I guess once the $200 one's gone and I laughed at that, then the $750 one's going to be reality. So that's pretty funny.
I'm going to go ahead and say that will be reality, but at a little bit ways away.
Yeah. Target is also supposed to be getting a limited. Metal is right on that. I actually did not know that. Neo hooked me up with that information. And Zixban getting his Crone Frogs in the mail today. Heck yeah, man. I actually got my Texas Smashes in the mail today, which is a card I called out. And the price hasn't changed much on it, but that's because there is an influx of them on TCG Players. So, which is fine, because I got them for cheap. So I'm happy about that.
My Texas Smash experience was out of all the boxes, and I can't remember many, but it was a lot of boxes. I got quite a few Texas Smashes.
Yeah, Texas Smash.
At least 10, I think. In comparison, I think ended up with 3 or 4 Frigid Heat Waves at the same amount, and like 3 or 4 Detroit Smashes. So Texas Smash seems to be not as short printed as the other ones. And I have heard in the past, and you've mentioned it before, that possibly some of those Detroit Smashes and Frigid Heat Waves ended up in rival decks. Is that true?
Yes, I actually got I got Detroit Smashes, 2 Detroit Smashes from rival decks, so I could believe that. And I got 2 Recipro Bursts out of the same rival deck, which is actually kind of interesting.
Nice.
And yeah, rival decks seem to have some busted cards. I'll be honest, because my buddy opened one and got a Frigid Heat Wave. So apparently these rival decks are broken.
I'm waiting to see maybe like somebody opens a rival deck and it's like 40 Frigid Heat Waves and it was an accident by the printer. Can you imagine that?
Yes.
Lottery ticket.
Oh, that would be top tier, 100% top tier. So let's go ahead and, if you don't know where you can buy a product, this was a good thing pointed out to me. All you have to do is go to the My Hero Academia card game website, click on it, hit Store Locator, and literally just, we got some stores in Australia selling it, but you can just enter a location, and it'll show you what's close by.
Whoa. When did this happen?
What, the Store Locator?
The Store Locator.
I thought the Store Locator's been around all the time. Has it not been?
I didn't think so.
Yeah,
That's great.
You can see what products, what stores carry the product or can carry the product. So we'll go down to kind of where I live, but not exactly where I live. And it looks like, oh, here's a store right here. What's this store? Bears Lair Games, the HydroPumpPokeshop.com. Yo, didn't I talk about this one last week? Actually, I knew it was there. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. You can literally just type in a zip code. I'll just type in a random random number. Okay, I didn't even know 5-digit zip codes weren't in the United States. So, let me...
Looks like we need to take a boat trip.
I'll just do this one for no reason. And it looks like there's 2 shops. See, and we got one in Baltimore, Gettysburg, PA, and then one in Molly Pitcher Highway. So you can always just check them out. That's the way to find product. So wanted to bring that up to everyone because, that is important information. So it has been there for months. But yeah. Your rival decks were trash. I'm sorry, Inferno. I'm sorry your rival decks were trash. So, okay, we got the provisional showdowns happening this Saturday. I'm signed up for it. I'm going to play in it. How do you think this provisional will affect some of the market? I'm very curious what your thoughts are. And anyone in chat.
It's going to be huge. I'm signed up as well.
It already has.
But I will never say that I'm a great player or even a good player. I truly, and this has been one of the first games ever that I have absolutely enjoyed all of the community around it. I've never experienced a community like this, and the Discord, wherever you go to play the games. Every single person that I've met has been kind and wanting you to, they want to help you or teach you, give you advice, and it's been great. So I say that to say I'm playing, but I don't think I will do well. But that's okay because I'm going there more for the relationships and the collecting and that experience more so.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as you said, those top 8 decks, next day or same day, you can predict those cards are going to go up in value because the regionals and the road to nationals, $250,000 prize pool. I mean, come on. That's like for real money behind your game on year 1.
100%, and an absolute phenomenal prize pool. Thanks to Jasco, of course. Absolutely awesome. And Ark actually is right. You've seen a lot of cards bought to make decks, including these 2 Texas Smashes that I hold here in my hand. I had to buy them to finish my deck, and I'm like, I want to run that deck in the provisionals, so I bought the cards. Provisionals is definitely affecting the card prices. Cards are going up in price because of it, but Crimson Rampage is also affecting card prices, and we'll talk about that here more in a little bit as well. But honestly, I think this provisional is going to be really good for the market. As soon as what you said, as soon as these top 16 decks get put out, maybe they'll only put out the top 8. You're gonna see people buying them up. Those hardcore. I'll just say it, sweats that want to win every single thing, and can't take a loss. So we'll see what happens.
Is the let's just say the top one, the champion deck, has some crazy card in it that is not meta at all. And I want to see what that card is going to be.
Yeah,
like what comes out of the woodwork that people kept hidden. I've seen some decks here and there from some buddies where they're like, I'm not really playing this in tournaments because I don't want people to know what it's going to be at the provisionals. I'm like, I like it.
Yeah, I'm laughing here because Zykes is saying when Mineta takes top spot with sticky ball toss tackle. I love it. Yeah, and I think Tam actually had a great version of that sense where he won the that event with an Ochako deck, and you were watching webcam weeklies, all that, and no one was playing that. But he came out of left field with his Ochako deck, and Ochako cards, the cards he was using in the deck, I don't remember off the top of my head, but those cards went up in price. Ochako herself, her XR, went up in price because he pulled off a win with cards that people weren't using. So really cool for him to do that, and I'm sure we will see something along those lines here at this provisional this weekend.
I think Zixpan just maybe predicted the future, actually, because if you kind of look at all the meta, and from my own experience, I've played in every Wednesday weekly since launch, since they've been available, and I have not yet seen a Mineta deck. So
yeah, man, maybe Mineta is the meta.
Me too, Zix. I'll be laughing right there with you.
It's
gonna be hilarious because of the character and because we're all talking about it right now.
Is it actually Min Meta? Is that the new name? Is that what we need?
Min Meta, that's a good one, right?
Min Meta. Be laughing his way to the bank. Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping I'm not gonna play Kirishima. I just don't like it. But Texas Smash does not have Void in it either. I don't believe. So I'm not playing any Void. I'm just playing All Might. But yeah, so provision.
Kirishima being so prevalent.
Yeah.
That everybody knows the counters.
Yeah. Except me. I'm just trash. I just suck playing as Kirishima. I'll be honest.
I know the counters, but I'm bad at playing.
I'm just bad. So speaking of provisional decks and top decks, let's go ahead and take a look at the Webcam Weekly top decks. The top 4 decks. Let's see what the meta was. Undefeated characters. It's a 3-round thing again, remember. So it looks like we had an All Might, a Kamui Woods, Kyoka, and a Fumikage Tokoyami coming in with the undefeated characters, which is really awesome. I'm actually building a Tokoyami deck soon as well. And this is not All Might 3. This is All Might 2, I believe, which is very surprising.
Played against a Tokoyami last week, and in turn 2, I'm telling you, I believe my opponent had like 9 attacks happen, and I said, just kill me now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, All Might 3 does get watched by Kirishima. But let's check out. Let's try and show some of these prices on these decks here. We'll go to UVS Ultra on the number 1 Kamui Woods coming in first here. Kamui Woods, pretty cheap card. I know that 100%. Missouri Smash, uncommon. Texas Smash is a $10 to $12 card. Hardened Chop's a $10 to $12 card. Hardened Jab is a common. And Relentless Barrage, I believe, is a $15 card. So, I mean, just on the attacks here, you're looking at 40, 80. You're looking at probably $120 just on the attacks here. which is very, it's pretty expensive compared to last week when we had an $87 top winner deck. Sideboard, you got Kirishima, because why the heck not? Nomu as well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then, let's see, do we got any expensive, Super Generation's kind of expensive. Yeah, so...
Apparently Super Regen, I was reading some of the Discord chat earlier. People are saying apparently Super Regen is one of the short printed rares.
Really?
I can actually confirm that with my own personal collection. There is definitely less of those in comparison to most of the other foundations.
All right. I think I only have one or two myself.
So that could very well
and
be
I've opened
true.
up 6 case, so that very well could be. But yeah, we're looking at it, Kamui Woods on Earth. Cheap side, probably around $120. More expensive side, if you want to XR it out, obviously it's going to be probably around $400. But not too bad. We've been seeing the last couple weeks we've been doing this. Most of the decks tend to be revolving around $100 to $130. It seems for deck prices, so not too bad.
That's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, and we got All Might 2 on good. And we got some Detroit Smashes.
All Might.
Some Texas Smashes. Setup Strike. Very good card. Reverse Throw. Very good card. It looks like...
seen Capture Evildoers be starting to be a lot more prevalent in decks as well.
Oh, Capture Evildoers? Yeah, just getting rid of your board and just keep the attacks going in. Plus Ultras. Plus Ultras, yeah, this deck is 30, 60, 90 right there. Just off those plus ultras. Reverse throws are about $10 a piece. That's another $40. And then he has Texas Smashes and Detroit Smashes on top of reverse throws. I mean, you're looking at about a 170 card deck right here. $170 deck right here.
It's interesting.
That's crazy.
If we, kind of a side note on that Capture Evildoers, that's one of the promo cards in the boxes, right? The quirk packs.
Correct.
So if there's not really many of these boxes around, that's really cheap because you're not guaranteed, to get a Capture Evildoers every box. You never know what you're going to get. And from what I've seen, Capture Evildoers and I believe Amphibious Ambush were the two least pulled quirk pack.
Yeah, out of my 12 quirk packs, I got 2 Capture Evildoers.
All right. There you go. They're cheap now.
Yeah, they're cheap now, but it's a really solid card. It's being played in a ton more decks. It's very versatile. Plus Ultra also. Explain to us what you told me earlier, because I did not know this, and it will affect the price of this card going into the future.
Kind of 2 notes actually on it. The first one is multiple sources have said that for Crimson Rampage, the tournament packs that you get for playing an attorney, for instance, in the first set, that's how you get a plus ultra card, whether it be the victory or the regular. The victory one, obviously, just the winner that's what they get if they pull it. But for Crimson Rampage, their tournament packs they're not the same cards. So for anybody out there who's like, oh, I'll just wait for Crimson Rampage and get another plus ultra when they come out, they're not going to be. So the second note on that is the enhance on plus ultra, the little tiny UA symbol there, like the Academy symbol, or is it UA? Is that what it says? Like,
yeah, it's UA.
Yeah, UA. That can only be used on those characters that are associated with that. So you can't use plus ultras enhance with like Stain or Himiko Toga, all these new characters coming out. So that's an interesting part of it as well to think about.
Plus Ultra is only versatile to the UA characters. So I thought that was really cool. Very, very helpful information as well. Because I did not know that. But that's definitely going to affect, people playing these other characters in set 2 when it comes out. Because even though the card can be used in any deck, you might only be able to use it for the block at that point. You can't get that enhance if you need it. So,
right, exactly.
Very interesting. This price of this fluctuation is probably going to go not much, but it'll probably go up. I've been saying I think it's just going to get less and less. But with that new information out that the plus ultra packs are not going to have these in it anymore. Yeah,
It's actually just going to keep going up
yeah,
because of the UA. Like, for instance, if you want to use Midoriya too, I believe you could still use Plus Ultra because it's Midoriya. I
yep.
believe. So, because he's part of the Academy crew.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's actually why I think it's going to go up even farther. But it's a very interesting conversation, all the different variables. And, you know, and a little side note for me, from the collector point of view, I'll throw out there for those watching, if you're looking as a collector like myself and you always have that avenue in mind as well, the Victory Plus Ultra, if you can get your hands on that, which, what are they at? Maybe 40 right now, maybe?
I think they're at 40 right now. We can give it a look while you're talking.
That's another card right there. Like, that's going to be big in the future. For all the My Hero fans watching the stream and joining in, Season 1, spoiler alert, you give you 5 seconds to mute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All Might obviously is a star, huge star in Season 1 and defeats Nomu with what? Plus Ultra. So for a collector, if you have a Victory Plus Ultra, graded even, goodness gracious, like, what kind of money is that going to be? And the same thing with All Might XR. And what were we looking at earlier, Slim? $20 for All Might XR? Are you kidding me? That's the
Oh,
number
the
one.
yep.
That's the number one card in terms of numerical in the set. It's 1 of 180. How can that not go up in value? Like, look at Blue Eyes White Dragon. Absolutely zero credibility in the playing scene. Like, nobody played Blue Eyes White Dragon in tournaments. It's the TV show, it's the hype, it's the number one of the first. There's your number one of the first. Get it. Get your XR All Might.
And here it is right now. You can pick it up for $20, which isn't that expensive. And I might actually pick one up myself, to be honest. Just pick up one little XR. And you know what's it gonna hurt to just buy a little one XR? Probably not that much.
If I can crack another one, I'll send it to you.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, baby, let's go. No, thank you. But yeah, man, there's a lot of cards in this set I want to get graded. I'm just gonna bring up one more thing about grading. There's a lot of cards I want to get graded, and I told the person at Jasco I was talking to today. Right now, the only 2 cards worth getting graded at the price grading costs currently are the only 2 XSRs, because they're the only ones that have a high enough value where if you sell them after you grade them, you will get your return back. If you're trying to do that as a collector. If you're just trying to grade stuff because you want to, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. By all means, do it. There's stuff I want to get graded. I'm just waiting until the grading prices come down a little bit more. So,
you know what another hidden gem is? Is the All Might Disco Might Gen Con. Get that graded.
oh yeah, you mean? Oh wait, I don't have it over by me, but I have one.
I think that's another one.
Yeah.
Is that because that's truly is the actual first All Might in terms of chronological release. Is the first promo ever.
Yep.
And it has a different background, which looks awesome.
Yep. I'm looking forward to getting all the Gen Cons graded actually. So very excited. Looking forward to when I can do that. But let's go ahead and we're already at 6:50 almost, which time is just flying when you have another person here to talk to. So let's go ahead and jump a little bit in the schedule that I had planned. And what do you think are... Where is it? Yes. Future market predictions. What do you think, if you're predicting decks being played for this provisional, cards that are going to be played, this is going to be the first half, the cards currently in the game, what do you think has future potential that might not be there yet, if any?
That's so tough, and I say that in a good way because there's so many different decks. It's not like back in the day playing some other old TCG where it was basically all the winners, half the deck was all the same for everybody. You had all your Mirror Force, Harpy Feathers, Duster, Raigeki, Mystical Space Typhoons. It was like you could basically map out half of a deck for any particular game, and it was kind of all the same.
Yep.
But this game, you have not only the plethora of characters on top of all the different aspects. I'm actually happy to say that I don't know because there's just so much going on in a good way that it's spectacular for meta. Because week to week, you could have somebody be like, okay, I'm playing my new deck this week that I haven't played yet, and it blows everybody's minds away. They're like, what? I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
You know?
yep. Oh, no, I get that. I do have one more spec, and we spec'd the other one a couple weeks ago, which was the secret rare of 5% full cowling. I'm going to spec Nitro Explosion Ignition right now because of the new Bakugo out. And the, hold on. Where's its abilities? Right here. Oh, yeah. Okay. After a Fury attack, leaves your card pool during the combat phase. Add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Card pool, remove your attack gains powerful too. The new Bakugo that came out pairs very well with this card. Very, very well. And if you look how many were actually bought since the 7th, I mean, you're already looking at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Almost 20 were bought. And there's just so many listings right now at 30 apiece. And 5% just went up to 60 almost. $50, $60 a card. So I'm just saying, at $30 a piece right now, I feel like you're going to see a change in this after the provisionals. Maybe not next week, but I think the week after, you're going to see a big change in price on these Nitro Explosion Ignitions, just the regular secret rares. For Bakugo 2, what card was I thinking of? I saw a card. Who is the card that gives more powerfuls that they just came out with? I can't pull up Discord. Do you know which card that is?
One of the Crimson Rampage ones, you mean?
Yeah.
The newer cards?
Yeah.
I do not. I don't have them all memorized.
Man, I can't remember.
I was looking at the ones today, though, for Himiko Toga. Super stoked about that character.
Oh, yeah, man. There are some good stuff in Crimson Rampage coming out that is going to drastically affect the prices of cards. I thought it was Bakugo 2, but I'm going to have to look it up. I just don't have the time to look it up right now. But I know Nitro Explosion is still my spec card this week that I think is going to drastically change in price over the next 2 weeks. Not only because it's first edition, but because it's getting bought out already. And it's just a matter of time until it gets bought out, just like 1 for All 5% did. So, keep your eyes on it. I think it's important to check out. 5% full cowling, I think, has better potential so far from the cards we've seen. But Nitro Explosion still has a decent amount of potential as well.
Yeah, the Crimson Rampage set is gonna be awesome. Not just from the anime point of view and from the My Hero enthusiast, but for the game, it's gonna shake everything up, like Arcolego said earlier up in the chat. Like we just can't even expect it, and what's gonna happen. And I say that with great excitement because it's just gonna be awesome. Like to see all those cards. Crack open those packs, man. We're gonna have to crack open some packs in the future too.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just gonna change the entire meta. I mean, even like you're saying now, I actually think that Nitro Explosion. I didn't personally see any other decks running it, but I think there's some, some gaming crews out there and clubs that are, or teams if you want to call it, that are maybe starting to develop for the. For that $250,000 Jasco prize pool that they put up,
Oh, everyone get a squad.
Right, you can't ignore 250K. So I mean, you got people who are starting to group up together and really think tank all this stuff, and I think you catching that is what's going on. Is you're seeing a lot of people being like, oh wait, this card's really good, and we didn't think about it because it's so, the meta is always shifting.
Yep. Yeah, and Crimson Rampage is only going to affect the market of this game even more, and it already has, as you guys can see. We're going to have a few closing remarks, and then we're going to do our giveaway. Time just flew on this week, so, I just want to say again, nothing I say here is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but I just have ideas because I've been in the market game for a little while when it comes to things. With comics, cards, stuff like that. So Again, it's not financial advice, but it's a recommendation sometimes. Thank you.
Speculation and experience.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you, Neokorros, for hanging out today and participating in this week's Market Monday. This will be up on YouTube. We're going to bring the cards back in, throw Midoriya here out front and center. Bop. Oh, yep. Ring light. Woo. Gotta love the ring light. And Neokorros, we are going to be doing a giveaway here for 4 random XRs. That is legit. Okay, so what would you like the keyword to be for people to join this giveaway?
Slim Gem with an exclamation.
Slim Gem with an exclamation? Oh, okay.
Well,
all right.
I guess the exclamation might have to come first, depending on how you set it up.
Yeah. So if you want to participate in this giveaway, you're not going to have to pay for a single thing. All you got to do is type exclamation mark Slim Gem, exactly like I did it in chat. Do not put a capitalization on that S. But anyone here can win this giveaway, and hopefully it did not put me in it, because I am not trying to win it, even though I want to.
Did you say that the capital S will not work? Or
Correct. A capital S will not work. Neither will spelling my name wrong. Quaz. No, it's all good. It's all good. You only have to do it once. You're not going to be entered more than once if you put it in. So can't use capital. So
let me type in here real quick. If you are interested in free giveaway, for those maybe that are watching that can't listen to the audio.
Gotcha.
What should we say? If you're interested in the free giveaway, type.
All good, Cross. And while we're doing that, we're gonna wrap it up. Again, thanks to everyone who comes out and watches these every week. I really appreciate it. I got some really exciting things gonna be happening within this next week. That really, I think, is just gonna put the Market Mondays one step farther when it goes to stuff. Next week, we should be having Espira join us for the Market Monday. And this week we had Neokorros, who's always so active in the Discord. I can't thank him enough. Great person. And did you want to talk about the things you have going on in the future, potentially? Unless you don't want to talk about it.
I could definitely. I'm excited to say it. Got in touch with the LGS here in Stafford, Virginia, and going to be working with them. The particular store is called Chewyverse. For everybody who's local, it's CHUI verse. And hopefully we're going to be getting a product as soon as the distributors can get it to them, and hosting our first tournaments. So they are registered with the distributors to get all that kind of stuff. So I'm very much looking forward to being involved in the local ones, so that you and I can chat behind the scenes like we do sometimes with all this market stuff, or chat on stream again in the future or whatever. But it will give me more insight into my particular local scene.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to, hopefully eventually we will get some in-person events soon. I don't know if they're going to happen, but I hope we get something soon, because I'd love to meet everyone who goes tunes into the stream and I talk to on a regular basis, and just everyone hang out or something, even if it's just for a couple minutes. I'd love to see everyone, and appreciate it again, man. It means a lot when people come out to these things and watch them. And I know Neo, again, can't thank you enough for coming out here. And whenever you're ready, Neo, we are going to roll the
Let's do it.
Giveaway. All right, the winner of the 4.
How does it work? It's like a randomized bot or something for it?
Yep, I got it right here. I put it up on screen. As soon as I hit roll it, everyone's got the same luck. As soon as I hit roll it, it'll pick a winner.
The suspense. 4 XRs. You don't know what you're going to get.
Meta Human, the #1 meta man himself. Congratulations on winning the XRs giveaway. Go ahead and reach out to me or Neokorros on the his PMs come up on the My Hero Discord, whatever. Just Discord us, and we'll make sure that you get your giveaway. So thanks, everyone, for coming out again. Thank you, Neo, again, for coming into the stream. I had a great time, and I'm looking forward to having you on in the future. Hopefully you are looking forward to being there as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was awesome. My highlight of the week already.
Awesome.
Sure.
Well, today's just Monday, so I appreciate it. All right. Well, you all have a good rest of your night. I believe Cam Cardwell is streaming.
Did he start? Oh, it's about that time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he is, but, I'm just getting the raid going. Make sure you guys have a good rest of your day, week, and weekend. And if you ever want to talk to me or Neo on Discord, just hit us up. So, I'm always open to talk to anyone about the market and anything they got to say. So, have a good night. And again, thank you, Neo.
Thank you. All right.
See y'all.